A girl was pretending to get an electric shock. A rich boy came from the front. He saw money lying on the ground. He picked up the money and ran away without helping the girl. The girl who was just acting stood up fine again and took out some more money from her pocket, threw it on the ground, and again started acting like she was getting shocked. This time, a rich girl came from the front talking on the phone and holding an interview file. She also saw the money on the ground, picked it up, and left without helping the girl. The girl again became fine, took out more money from her pocket, and threw it on the ground. She was just watching what people would do if they helped or not, and again started acting like she was shocked. Then a poor boy and a little girl came from the front. They saw money on the ground. The poor boy went to help the girl and saved her from the fake shock. The girl pretended to fall down. The boy caught her, and the little girl picked up the money. The little girl said to her father, "We really need this money. Can we take it?" But the father said, "No, we cannot do that." The little girl insisted that we really need it, but her father said, "No, never, we cannot take it." So the little girl threw the money back on the ground. The girl who was pretending to be shocked stood up fine again, and the little girl gave her the money back. The boy took out a mobile from his pocket and said to the girl, "We were going for an interview. Now we are getting late. We are leaving." He held the little girl's hand and started walking away, but they forgot their interview file. The girl picked up the file and saw that this boy was coming for a job in her company. She felt happy, the poor boy, and the little girl reached the company where the same rich boy and rich girl were already sitting. They said, "Look at your torn clothes. How can you even come here for a job in this big company?" The rich boy gestured with his hand and said, "Get lost. You will never get a job here." The poor boy and little girl held their heads in sadness and said, "We really need this job. Please give us a chance. We forgot our interview file. What will happen now?" The three of them went inside for the interview. The rich girl said, "I deserve this job. It is mine." But the rich boy said, "No, this job is mine." When the boss turned the chair around, it was the same girl who was acting before. She said, "Both of you get out. You never helped me. You only picked up the money without helping anyone. You deserve nothing," the boy pleaded. "Please give us a job." But she said, "Get out." Then the boss said, "This job belongs to the poor boy and the little girl." She stood up from her chair and went to them, congratulating them, and said, "This job is yours. You helped without thinking. You deserve this job."